Now there's the mama snapping turtle right there. You see it? Alright, so we're back on the river today, and we're going to do a little metal detecting. What we're going to do is we're going to try new spots today for the most part. I have a couple areas where I've looked in the past that we might stop into if we don't find anything. Because we're just going to be basically prospecting, which means, you know, just looking for new areas. The river is quite green today. It's rained a little bit, about half an inch the last couple days. So I guess it's come up just a little bit. Looks pretty clear from right here, but when you get out a little bit deeper, it's definitely green. Let's go ahead and give it the what for. Get on down the river and start looking. What do you say? I'm working my way up along this bank right here. If you look, there's a lot of mud here, and I'm digging down through the mud, not getting a whole lot except fishing sinker so far. But I got this signal here, and I'm not sure what that is. It's a big piece of sheet iron of some sort. Looks like it's cut to that shape. But while I was digging that, I came upon this, which would really not be good if I had a bare hand. I'm only digging with one hand on this club. But the reason I want to show it to you is because that's kind of that would have been a really good bottle right there. I mean, it's not Civil War era, but what's that say? BC company, I'm not sure what it says, but see, it's got some nice bubbles in it and stuff. So that would have been a beauty if it had been whole. We'll keep our eyes open as best we can in here, but as you can see, even though I'm working my way upriver, the current is kind of swirling around and it's just making it muddy all the way through here. I'll get you out when I get something good, but I just wanted to show you this and that weird piece of iron that I found. So that broken bottle and piece of iron that I found was right there, and I'm noticing now that it looks like a lot of old 55-gallon drums in this area through here, and I think that's what that is too. This is a piece of 55-gallon drum, steel drum from, you know, pre-1980s, I guess, 1990s. So that's probably what that other piece was that I found. It's just loaded with it in here, but you see it's kind of eroding some, so there could be some bottles sticking out of the mud, and we'll keep our eyes open as best we can, but it's going to be really hard to see them today. So I was digging the drum pieces down there, and you can see this is a kind of a shaky spot. Lots of looks like a part of a vehicle or something, maybe, or no, that's another drum. Yeah, and lots of tires and stuff in here. Unfortunately, with all the waves, I can't really see very well. So if there's some good bottles in here, we'll might have to come back another day. These are all a lot of roots and stuff from trees. That this is probably a big pile of junk not too long ago, and it's slowly washing away, and it's leaving all the older stuff visible, like I said, the 55-gallon drums. Those were, people made docks and stuff with those when I was a kid. Now they use plastic barrels. You hardly ever see steel ones anymore, but that was all we had back in the day. There's a bottle in there. It looks like a mustard jar or something, probably not too old, but at least we did see one here. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's plastic even. All right, we'll keep our eyes open, but I'm gonna go ahead and move up above it, see if I can get into some bullets up in there, or some belt buckles, or cannonballs, or muskets, or maybe giant coins, silver and gold coins. Did want to show you this real quick. This is a top to a 55-gallon steel drum. That's where the hole would be in it, that so you put the liquid in and out. Find a lot of these on the river. Sometimes the drums themselves are completely rotted away, but you'll find these, and they sound pretty good actually. So I just wanted to show that to you. I won't show you any more, but there's one. Might be an interesting bottle there. Looks, well, it looks like a canning jar. What do you think? Let's see if it's at least a blue one. Is it? Oh, yes, it is. Awesome. That is. Some of this mud out of it. That is a Ball Perfect Mason jar. You probably can't really see, but it's going to be blue in color. I mean, these aren't really worth a whole lot, but They're kind of neat to find because you just don't you don't find them as much as you used to anymore. That's my first keeper of the day, and I'll be honest with you, that's the first thing I'm actually going to like put into my collection. So here's a nice little find. I don't think it's going to be Civil War era. Looks like a Billy Barlow knife, but that's a pocket knife right there. Pretty nice little find. That's probably a wood handle. I'd say because it's deteriorated like that, it's probably not plastic. So most excellent, my friend. I think the blade was open too. Look, the blade's actually rotted off. So that was open, doing its business when it was lost. We'll keep it. So I found this in the exact same hole that pocket knife just came out of. It is a modern sinker, but it's been cut with a knife. Maybe that's what they were doing, although I had no idea why they would. I still haven't figured out why they cut these things with knives, but I found a lot of them like that. The little hook on the ends cut off where you tie the string. Very bizarre. This is a neat little find here. This is a ring or barrel hoop. This would have gone around a wooden barrel to hold it together. You can tell because it's got that bevel on it like that. And there would have been, you know, 4 or 5 of these on a nice wooden barrel. Might have been full of oysters or bullets or flour, who knows, cement. Could have been anything in there, but this could definitely date back to the Civil War era, or actually quite a bit before. That's pretty awesome right there. I haven't found one of these in a long time. You can tell it's a really old one because it's hand forged. You can see where they made the strap and wrapped it around and riveted it right there. That's pretty cool right there. Maybe we'll find what's in it and make us up a flapjack. Looks like an old lump of coal right here. Yep, that's what it is. Pretty cool. Should we keep it? A lot of times when you find them in this river, they're all tumbled and they're really smooth. But this looks like it's probably just washed out of this bank here. Probably been buried here for 100, 200 years. That's pretty cool right there. Right next to where I found that coal, I got something there. That's brass for sure. I'm going to guess it's probably a piece of a pocket knife, like the inside blade maybe. You know, one of the separators. Oh yeah, look at that. I think that's an oldie too right there. You see that it's got the rivets here. That style just looks like an older style. Let's go ahead and put that in the bag. Just double check the hole, see if the rest of it's in here. Probably is. Yep. I'm just digging with my finger so I don't, you know, like, break anything. So that thing probably fell apart before I don't think I did that. I could have, but let's see what we got. Yeah, some more of it. Let's take a quick peek. It's possible I broke that, but yeah, you see the end of it right there is 100% pocket knife. Doesn't look like a fresh break to me though. I'm thinking that might have been done a while ago. Yeah, still some more of it in there. It definitely moved it, so probably the rest of that piece I just dug. See it? There it is. Yeah, so that's the other part of that piece that was broken. So we're still missing. Yeah, see how rotted that is right there. So that probably fell apart on its own. We're still missing a good bit of the knife though. So we'll look around a little bit more. That's a good sign right there. You know, always check the light to make sure the light's on. That way you know the pinpointer's on, or it can just go like that. But yep, that's all that was in that hole. So it might be around here somewhere. We'll look around. Maybe there's some nice big old large cents to go with it. I dug another piece of that pocket knife. I'm going to look around some more. If I find more of this, I'm going to keep it, but I won't keep showing you every little... Wow. I won't keep showing you every little piece. Yeah, I think I have an allergy to something out here. I found a bunch of pieces of that knife in about a 3 or 4 foot circle. Mainly right in there, and I'm going to give up on whatever else is there. I think I got most of it. But I just dug this piece of lead, which looks like it was a flat piece that was folded over, and I would imagine it was made into a fishing sinker. So this could be quite old. This could be 100 years, could be 200 years old. It's hard to say. little pile of rocks right here, which is kind of curious because there's really not too many of them along this stretch of river. So maybe there's something going on right here, a little dock or something for, you know, there could be a house up there in the woods, or had been a house up there in the woods. And maybe this is where they had boats or something down here. Pretty cool. Thought I had a Civil War bullet. I was so happy until I could actually get it out of the water and I could see it. I just feel it in my hand. I thought for sure it was a mini ball. Oh, if we could only be so lucky. We might be. What we have here is a little rimfire cartridge. Oh, it's been fired, but it's probably just a little 22 caliber. I don't really see any marks on it to be able to figure out how old it is, but it's got that nice shiny underwater patina. Oh well, we'll put it in the bag. Well, I've gone a couple different places. Well, actually 3 already. Haven't been having a whole lot of luck. There's a couple little areas I do want to check upriver. Not too far from where we're at. There's a bunch of people right there fishing and drinking. Apparently, it looks like some beer cans floating down toward me. What we're going to do then is we're going to get out here, look around a little bit. I got 2 other spots I want to check on the way back to the boat ramp. So hopefully at least one of those spots will have some things in it so we can actually have a video today. Once it clears up a little bit, we're going to get out and kind of walk up along this bank, look for you know, metal detect, but also look for Indian artifacts. There's some really big flats and fields up on top there, so I'm hoping that maybe there might be some Indian camps, so there might be a little bit of spillage down here in the water. We'll look around for that once it clears out just a little bit more. And I have a little bit of lunch. We'll see in a few minutes. So I walked up along the bank there a little ways, and I found a couple like little homemade sinkers like this. But that's about it. So let's go ahead and move up to next spot that I think might be better. I'll show you this rock too. It just looks like just a normal rock, but look at that break right there, how smooth it is right here. Isn't that kind of weird? Can't imagine what it would have been used for if it was like an Indian artifact other than grinding like that. So I'm gonna throw in a bag for now, but I don't have high hopes for it to be anything, but you never know. There you go. 2 more stops. One is where there was a house not too far off the river, and you know, back during the Civil War, and I'm just hoping maybe they threw some bayonets down in the water. And another is a possible ford that I've been looking for years, but I still haven't found it. But we're going, oh, look at that. We're going to look a little bit today. It's that iron spike right there. Huh. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and move upriver a little bit. I was cruising up the river and I looked over and there's a brick on the bank. Right there, that's an old brick, and there's a piece of another one. So we're going to jump out here and look around because maybe there's another one. So maybe there was a house or something up here on the bank. I know there's no house up there now, so this is probably an old one. So let's just jump out here and look around just for a few minutes. Oh, I dig a big old modern sinker right next to that brick. That's not the best of signs, but I'll keep looking. If I find something interesting, I'll show it to you. Otherwise, we'll just look for a few minutes and go up to the next spot. So I just looked around up in this area right here, and I found a couple pieces of this, which is zinc, probably from like a dry sink, a top to a dry sink or something like that. So this could be like 1900s or earlier, actually. Not a whole lot else up through there, so I'm not going to spend much time. Look a little suspicious, but it isn't. But there's a few bricks here, just not a lot of other stuff. So let's go ahead and keep on moving. What do you say? Okay, this is a stop where, according to a map that I have, pre-Civil War map, there is a home not too far off the river up there on the hill. So I thought we'd just go along the edge here and see if we can find any evidence where they might have pitched in some cannonballs, muskets, or even cannons. It's a weird pile of rocks right there. That's definitely was put there by a man. Another one up there I'm not sure about, but that's probably where they dumped the rocks over from clearing the fields, I would guess, back in the day. Well, I'm working my way up to that little rock pile, and I got a big old piece of copper. I don't know what that is. I can't imagine it's going to be a button. It's huge. Probably the, it might be the inside to a clock or a pocket watch. I'm not really sure. It's got a little weird square hole in it. You can see some little holes around the edges. I can't really say other than, I don't know. I don't know what it is. You guys have a better idea than I do. Comes a little snapping turtle. Just a little guy. I don't know if he's gonna go up underneath that log probably. Oh, here he comes. He doesn't know what I am. I don't think I can see him or not. He's probably going underneath the log. Yeah, there he goes. I was going to try to get you a peek at him, but it didn't work out. Now there's the mama snapping turtle right there. You see it? Not too far from where the little one was. I'm not going to pick it up, but just tap it shell a little bit so you can see it move maybe. Hey, puppy. Hey, puppy. He is hiding. Look at that. Will even be. I don't want him getting a hold of my leg. Not today. Maybe he'll remember me next time I'm out here. Or just let him be. Probably 15 miles and 8 hours away from where I found the barrel band earlier today. And here's another one. 100% barrel band. It's a little bit smaller. It, you know, could have been a smaller barrel or have gone near their top. This would have been, you know, one of the wooden keg basically, I guess what I'm trying to say. Isn't that weird? Okay, well, this could be a good little spot. I mean, we'll slow down and work this area good, see if we can come up with something good. But this was a wooden barrel, so this could have floated down the river in a flood from, you know, 40 miles away. Yeah, I just never know. Speaking of floods, that's obviously a newer thing because it's got the some type of truss or something for building. Probably came down in a flood, but it's, you know, absolutely a newer construction. Oh well, not too exciting. Well guys, that's it for me today. We did not actually do very well. Found a couple of little things. Had a good time though. I guess that's what's important. That's what I just keep telling myself anyway. Yeah, so this is most of the stuff that I found. I mean, I got a couple more things up in the boat, but you know, still don't know what that is. It's actually pretty heavy. I didn't realize how heavy that was, how thick it is. But a lot of like fishing lures. I got quite a few pieces of that knife. And no bullets, no coins, nothing like really interesting. Few homemade sinkers. That's about it really. That kind of looks like a bullet, but that's actually a sinker. If you notice, there's a little hole in the end there. And if you dug it out, there'd be a hole there too. One lump of coal, one rock, and a piece of something that's kind of weird gives a signal. Anyway, that's about it, man. I'm going to call it quit. We're almost back to the boat ramp, and quite frankly, I'm tired of digging, man. I'm ready to go home and get some food. I'm always hungry. All right, good day. We'll see you on the next one, I hope. Let's get out of here.
Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or